But I will say. I can't complain. This time of the year. The station.
This is it right here.
Before we begin, I just want to let everybody know, unfortunately, we had a surgery, 2 individuals who were sick, and someone who got called into work. So we are down to the minimum required to run a board meeting. With that, it's a little unusual, but we are going to ask originally to start for a motion of a temporary president because we need someone to actually lead the board. So we have to ask the board to do a motion for temporary president second, and then all in favor so that Ms. Spaulding can actually run the meeting.
Motion.
Second.
I need to read the.
Oh, sorry.
That Mrs. Spaulding be appointed as temporary president for the April 1st, 2025 meeting in the absence of Mr. Pence and Mrs. Murray. Motion.
Motion.
Second.
All in favor? Motion approved.
Madam Temporary President.
Okay, all those who wish to participate, we're gonna do opening prayer and pledge. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Kingdom come, thy be done. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom and the power forever and ever. Amen.
Allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Can we have a moment of silence? Retired employee Brian Bambino passed away this morning. So we have a moment of silence, please. Thank you.
Mr. Allen,
Here.
Mr. Belsky,
Here.
Mr. Dady is ill, Mr. Burton,
Here.
Mr. McKessick is ill, Mrs. Murray is absent due to a family member's illness, Mr. Pence is ill, Mr. Rumsberg.
Here.
Ms. Foggy. Here. 5 members present, 4 absent.
Can we get approval of the agenda? Can we get a motion? So,
Second.
and Director, we have presentations.
We do, thank you.
Oh, all in favor?
Aye.
Now presentations. We got this.
Yes, absolutely. I'm honored to have some of these folks here with us this evening. Gretchen, are you pressed for time? No. Okay, good. So we'll start with Coach Ryan Durham and the men's basketball team, who did a phenomenal job making it as far as you did and doing a fantastic job Elite Eight, right? Yeah, won that game and, I don't think I've seen the community rally around and travel as well as they did this year supporting you, and the fine job you did. The season was fantastic and we wanted to bring you all here so that we would have an opportunity as, members of the board to know who each of you are. And really just celebrate your success and give you our accolades for a wonderful season. So come on up. Woo. Bring the whole team, sir. So we're gonna get a picture. So how about if we just kind of fill in around the horseshoe? What's your head on the aisle? Some of you guys are putting up. This. Congratulations. I'll shake your hand. All right. Fantastic. You guys want to hold this for us? So we'll be right in the middle of the picture. Can we all take about 4 steps forward? Watch the owl, but I don't want the owl in the picture. It looks kind of silly to have this big thing hanging over your heads. All right.
Everybody looking here.
Thank you so much. So let's back all up, come this way, and then we're going to turn you around and you're all going to introduce yourself to the members of the board because they do not know all of the magic behind the Trojan basketball team, and I want them to all know who you are because you did such a fantastic job. All right.
I'm Dante Tyson here. I'm a senior this year.
Tony Ashcombe was a junior. I'm Kenny Bradwell. I was a senior this year.
Ramsey Goggins, a freshman.
Guys, talk like you're in the cafeteria.
I'm Josiah Armstrong, and I was a junior this year. Oh, I'm Josiah Carabello, and I'm a junior.
I'm Demar Delly, I was a sophomore.
I'll be Robinson, I was a sophomore.
I'm Ken Armstrong, I'm a freshman.
Daquan Franks, I'm a sophomore.
I'm Dom Alberter, and I'm a senior. Raheem Braswell, junior.
I'm Neil Robinson. I was a junior this year.
Demaya Carr, senior.
All right, so how about the seniors, come on up, shake the board members' hands, because we're gonna see you guys on the court again next year. We wanna just congratulate you for. Congratulations.
Great season. Great season.
Thank you.
Congratulations, gentlemen.
So, you have some coaches one coach with you,
Yes.
thank you.
So, Coach Marcus Tullis is actually coaching currently. right
Okay.
now, doing some training. Marcus Martin is coaching baseball. And Drazier is our first year on our staff, obviously a former player of mine. That's always fun to have those guys come back and then give back. So, Dre, you can introduce yourself. to the
Yeah,
board.
Drazier Tony, volunteer coach first year.
And you broke the belief in the system that you had to be an assistant coach for the team was you had to be named Marcus. So when you came on board, we were like, no, you can have other names. It worked out very nice. It worked out very nice. All right. Thank you so much for being here. We really appreciate it.
Great job, Mr.
So, boys basketball team, I'm going to let you know that if you don't want to stay, now's a good time to leave and no one blames you for leaving.
We also have to, we're coaching an all-star game in Altoona, for the Altoona Mayor Classic. So we actually got to go coach practice tonight for the game on Thursday.
Okay, fantastic. Thanks for joining us. We really
Thanks,
appreciate
guys.
it.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. So I'm going to do the next presentation, and then we'll have Gretchen, because she told me she wasn't pressed for time. So our next presentation we have two individuals who are here with us tonight who were awarded accolades for the Tribune Democrat Black History Month poster contest, essay contest. I'll let them tell you a little bit more about what they did. We have Zayana Thomas here, who won $500 for her essay. Zayana, come on up. And I'll come around. And we also have, I want to make sure I say this correctly, Adea, very nice. Adea Fayok, who's a third grader, who won $500 for her poster that she made in the contest. And, the Trojans always show up pretty big for this event. And we're very proud of them. Here you are, and I met you there that day when we were all down at Bottle Works, and I saw you there with your family that day as well. So it was really nice that you were contributing to. Let's move on in front of the house. Okay, all right. We're very proud of you.
Absolutely. Great job, ladies.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So let's have you tell the board just very briefly, just what you did that day. Remember when you said, here's what I talked about and here's what I wrote about. I think you read your essay.
So basically what I did was, what the book I did was make a poster based off of like Black history, kind of like just expressing how we felt on it and how we feel like other people should see exactly how we're feeling on it too. So that's basically what we did that day. And then I read mine and she showed her beautiful poster. Yeah.
That's fun.
So what was the inspiration for your poster?
It was like one of my favorite actors, and she really inspires me with her work and songs that she made. And I like to draw and stuff, and I thought that she was the best girl that I could draw about. So
Fantastic.
Who was it?
Fantastic.
Cynthia.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, ladies, thank you so much for being here. We're incredibly proud of your representation of all Greater Johnstown School District. And what's nice is that we might see you back next year, contributing and giving another essay or another poster to the competition, because I know, Zayana, you're not leaving us anytime soon, which is a great thing. And I know you're going to be a Trojan for quite a while also. So thank you both for being here. Fantastic. Gretchen's next. So our final presentation is our student representative, Gretchen Miller, who is a senior. Oh, Gretchen, I can't believe, who is a senior at Johnstown High School, who's going to tell you all the wonderful things that's going on at our high school. Gretchen, take it away. Oh, before though, you have to tell us what your aspirations are. What are you doing currently at the high school and what are you doing in the future?
Right, so currently I'm the class vice president and eventually the activities that we're planning for the end of the school year. And then outside of school, I'm a dance teacher and instructor, which is really fun. I love to interact with like children and more as like progressive dance. And then after high school, I'm going to UPMC Shadyside to pursue nursing and hopefully become a labor and delivery nurse.
Fantastic. All right.
That's the presentation, right?
Yeah.
Good.
You're not allowed to touch any buttons on your computer too.
You see anything?
So I'll start with the senior class. So currently the juniors just finished up their fundraiser where they raised $2,224 for prom. And they also elected candidates that wasn't shown here, but I can tell you a little bit more about that. So actually Rihanna, but she is she's the secretary for the senior class, as well as Cassidy Hardison, who is the president. Milani Tysinger is the vice president, and Zanaya Reed is our treasurer. So for prom, tickets will be on sale starting tomorrow and end on April 8th. And then prom is, there's a typo there, but it's supposed to be April 25th at the Masonic Temple from 6 to 10 p.m. And seniors are currently planning the volleyball tournament, which is hopefully going to be April 10th, where we're going to raise money for prom, as well as just any other expenses that happen to come for the senior class. National Honor Society will be holding their ceremony on April 29th in the auditorium at 7 p.m. Right now they're working on getting their service hours turned in. Then the Interact Club has been very busy in February, highlighting different female staff members, including Dr. Acurio, and just kind of like empowering women through that. Some other things that they've been up to is their monthly preschool literacy project, where they read to the rural preschoolers. And currently they're working on an up-and-coming blood drive, which is, once again, a typo, but it's supposed to be April 15th in the GJSD gym.
And any of you are more than welcome to show up and donate for the cause.
Right. And for Key Club, we'd like to start by congratulating Fiona Stewart, who took home first place in a trophy for the first annual Super Bowl at Made in Johnstown, where Fiona threw 52 bowls in 30 minutes. And she beat like a lot of adults. Like she was going against like full-grown adults here, and she did not know that whenever she was going in. She thought that she was going against other high schoolers. So I was very proud to see that she won first place. Also, the Key Club went to the Hiram G. Andrews to volunteer in the Veterans. I cannot see this. I'm gonna walk this way a little bit. The Veterans Leadership Program monthly food distribution on March 31st, where members distributed 100 local veterans. And members also met with the Interact Club, Agents of Change, Dr. Curio, and Mercedes Barnett from Vision 2025 to collaborate with up-and-coming projects to solve specific problems within our school and community. And then they just finished up their daffodil sale, where they raised $133 that goes towards the Johnstown Walk of Hope. And their 14th annual Empty Bowls will be taking place on Thursday, April 24th. The cost is $15 for adults and $10 for students, with an additional $10 fee if you'd like to buy an extra bowl. There will also be a 50-50 raffle and additional ceramic pieces up for auction, and then soup will be provided by Nutrition Inc. And musical entertainment will be presented by our athletic trainer, Chris Bavana. And so please think about coming and joining us for this event.
Dave, what's the soup?
Cream of broccoli soup, chicken noodle.
All right.
Okay, and then for Pep Club, they are in the progress of working on the powder puff, which is hopefully going to be taking place on May 9th, where junior and senior girls will face off against each other, and students who are not participating in the event can come and watch for 2 hours. And then they are also finishing up their candy bar sale and spring t-shirt sale, which will help with funding for the Hershey Park field trip, where they are hoping to reward students from participating in Pep Club by a trip to Hershey Park on May 29th. And then the Cosmetology Club. So the cosmetology senior students are working to raise money for the senior students that are taking their licensing test, where there will be 6 students taking it in May. Our Skills USA is taking 3 students to compete in Hershey, PA on April 2nd, which is tomorrow, through the 4th, with Cassidy Partisan in design, Julian Lopez in t-shirt design, and Chase Burns in photography. And then the bocce team had their end of year banquet at the 814 Lansing Games, where everyone enjoyed a fun time. And then the art club, we'd like to congratulate students with winning awards at the Bottle Works. April Coyle in 10th grade made this ceramic mask over here, and then Danica Gamuka, a senior, was awarded for her watercolor painting. And then the indoor band and percussion and guard are performing their annual indoor percussion show Saturday, April 12th. The groups have been working hard to put together these pieces, and the performance time has not yet been shared, but it will be somewhere in between 3 and 6 p.m. And once again, senior Danica Gamuka finished her PMEA High School Festival on March 7th in Altoona by participating in the Region 3 Band Festival. And then congratulations to our Students of the Month for March. We have Evan Williams in 12th grade, Jaden Williams in 11th grade, Janai Ellis in 10th grade, Madeline Green in 9th grade, and Simon Wilhelm in 8th grade. And then our student body also votes for Teachers and Staff of the Month. So we have Mr. Ross for Math Teacher, Mr. Scott for History, Mrs. Oswalt for Science, Mr. Curcio for CTE, Mr. O'Connor for Communities, Ms. Hardison for Guidance Counselor, Mr. Kaiser for English, and Ms. Davis in the office for Secretary/Staff. And that's all I have. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Gretchen.
Mr. Byers, I have a question for you. If Mr. Kashadi or his teammates at the high school, would we be able to forward you our Students of the Month to be highlighted in the Tribune Democrat?
Yeah.
Okay, good. We should definitely do that. That would be
Yeah.
nice. All right, thank you so much. All right. That's the end of our presentations. Thank you. No, no.
Okay. Executive session needed, so we need approval of minutes from the regular board meeting on March 4th.
Yeah.
Skip over this president's report.
All in favor?
Oh, all in favor, sorry. What's that? Okay, all right, good. All right, superintendent's report.
Yeah, just 2 quick items that I'd like to bring to everybody's attention. First of all, the musical. Wow. Every year I say it's the best musical. It's the best musical we've ever had. This year, it was the best musical we ever had. The talent, the kids, it was phenomenal. Kudos to everyone who was involved, from our students to the the supportive adults behind the scene, making it really a memorable musical. The only thing that would have made the musical better is if the soundtrack would have been a CD, if we could have like bought a CD of all the songs that were highlighted in the musical, because the whole audience was singing through the entire musical. They were songs that you knew by heart, and everybody really just did a fantastic job. So kudos to those folks. Yeah, I could go on and on and on, but I won't. It was fantastic. And then just a quick, instead of doing a presentation, I just wanted to talk a little bit about our comprehensive plan that is on the board agenda, on the agenda for the board to approve at tonight's meeting. The comprehensive plan is the plan that drives the actions of the Greater Johnstown School District over the next 3 years. This comp plan will run from 2025 through 2028. I'd like to thank Mr. Allen and Mr. Jordan. Thank you both for volunteering to represent the school board of directors and being a part of that planning. We really, I know you learned a lot. We learned a lot from you, and really that's what the comp plan stakeholder meetings are designed to do. And just instead of a presentation, I just thought it would be important to mention what the top priorities are for our comp plan over the next 3 years. First and foremost is attendance. We definitely need to put a concerted effort toward making sure that our children are coming to school every day and following up when they are not. What is keeping them from attending school? Are there issues that are not being addressed at the school level? That is one of the things that we want to work toward. And the board of directors, you have a position in fulfilling some of the work that we're doing behind the scenes on attendance, in approving a position for a truancy officer, the engagement director for the school district, where that individual hired tonight will be charged with that first priority that we are addressing in our comp plan. Second priority that we will be addressing is our academics and the performance of our students academically. We recognize with new programs that we purchased in all of our core content areas over the last years. We needed some time for the implementation of those programs. We needed teachers to have time to understand and learn how to teach the new programs that we purchased. But we recognize that at the end of the day, education is our number one priority and our first and our only order of business in our community. That's what we are charged to do. So we're focusing on academic performance of our students and making sure that the programs that have been purchased are taught with fidelity. We use data to drive instruction and make changes in the programs as we move forward to ensure that, that first and primarily that our children are proficient readers by third grade. After that, they have to be able to read, to learn, and have access to the curriculum. So we're very excited to just see the results of all of the changes that have been brought to the Greater Johnstown School District in the way of curriculum and programs. And then the third priority that we are going to focus on is really unlike no other school, or is just like all other school districts across the Commonwealth over the past few years. How do we recruit as well as retain high quality teachers to teach in our school district? And we don't have an influx of teachers coming and going. That teachers stay with us and teach those programs that we have in place and build relationships with our students, so attendance becomes easier for our students to achieve. We know that if our kids have a caring adult at school supporting them and someone they can count on, they're more inclined to come to school each and every day. So you can see some overlap with our three priority goals. But the community members, the stakeholders at those meetings felt that those three goals were the best representation of the vision and the mission for the school district moving forward over the next 3 years. So thank you for being a part of that. Are there any questions that anyone has regarding the comprehensive plan that I could answer? All right, thank you so much. That concludes my superintendent's report for this evening.
And you mentioned musicals, so I just wanted to throw out a huge thank you to Nutrition Inc., Mr. Trotz and his staff, fed our kids very well while they were practicing and had their shows, took care of the pit, everything, like always. And then our incredible maintenance staff had a couple roadblocks, I know, but I mean, they scrubbed the carpets, they had that auditorium sparkling, and we just have the best. So I just wanted to thank all that.
That's awesome.
So,
Thank you for that.
yep.
I appreciate it for sure.
Secretary's report.
The following, excuse me. The following executive sessions were held March the 14th from 10:20 to 11:43 a.m. for a student matter and a contractual matter regarding an employee, a contracted employee. This evening prior to the board meeting from 4 to 5 p.m., personnel matters regarding candidates for the positions listed on the agenda, 3 professional employees, potential purchase of real estate, and contractual matter regarding a teacher's contract. And that concludes my report, Madam President. Thank you.
Solicitor's report.
Nothing really to report. We're still monitoring active litigation. You know, every time something changes or an order comes out, there's litigation behind it. So we're just following that and hopefully have an answer to you about, you know, where the pieces kind of fall, and then we can make some recommendations from there. So still following it. Thank you.
All right, I guess we're ready to go to reports. Approval of treasurer's report.
Motion.
Thank you. Okay, all approved?
Aye.
Okay, good. Great, guys, thanks. All right, buildings and operations.
BO 2925 to BO 3225.
Motion. Second.
All agree?
Aye.
Is that right? All agree? All in favor, there we go. All right, cafeteria committee, I need today?
Yes.
Yes, okay. C 1325 and C 1425.
Motion.
Second. Aye.
All agree? Great, wonderful. All right, education committee,
D 99-25, D 108-25.
Motion.
Second.
Second.
all good?
Aye.
Okay. And personnel negotiations, I guess that falls under me today too, so. PN 23025 through. PN 24725.
Motion.
Second.
All agree? Anybody opposed? Okay. We are going to table PN 24825. Motion.
Motion. Second.
All agree?
Aye.
Wonderful. Okay. Get back here, Mr. Pence. All right. PN 24925, that Marquette Vaden be appointed to the position of maintenance heavy-duty cleaner at Johnstown Elementary School, contingent upon the personnel office receiving all necessary payroll forms and clearance documents, with no violations noted prior to employment for the support staff contract. Effective date to be determined by the administration.
Motion.
Second.
All agree?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. We are tabling PN 25025. A motion for that?
Motion. Second.
Thank you.
Aye.
Yeah.
Yep, you guys got me, thanks. All right, wait up, okay. Anybody opposed? Okay. Yeah, they did the eye thing, okay.
Yeah.
They got me, it's all good. PN 25125. By itself.
Motion. Second.
Thank you.
Aye.
All agree?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? PN 25225, that Jen King be appointed to the contracted position of attendance officer re-engagement specialist at the prorated salary of $50,000, contingent upon the personnel office receiving all necessary payroll forms and clearance documents with no violations noted prior to employment with the district. Effective date to be determined by the administration.
Motion.
All good?
Second. Need a second.
Oh, yeah, second. Who's second?
Mike did.
There you go. Okay. All agree?
Yes.
Anybody opposed? All right, PN 25325, that Catherine Gonzalez be appointed to the position of special education, emotional support, learning support, autistic support teacher at Johnstown Middle School, contingent upon the personnel office receiving all necessary payroll forms and clearance documents with no violations noted prior to employment with the district, effective date beginning August 19th, 2025.
Motion.
Second.
All agree?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? All right, and PN 25425 through PN 258.
We're gonna table this.
Oh, it's here, okay, all right. All right, so let's just take this one by itself. PN 25425, that the following professional positions be created effective at the beginning of the 25-26 school year. Administration be authorized to post and advertise the vacancies. For Johnstown Elementary School, 4th grade teacher, special education, autistic support, emotional support, learning support teacher, special education, autistic support, emotional support, learning support teacher, gifted support teacher, behavioral intervention specialist. And then at Johnstown Middle School, 6th grade teacher, and at Johnstown High School, mathematics teacher, and business computer information technology teacher.
Motion.
Second.
All agree?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? And number 6, under A, Johnstown Elementary School, we're holding that over, tabling that for now, right? Because, okay. All right. Motion for that?
Motion. Second.
All agree?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Okay. All right, now, PN 25525 through PN 25825.
Motion. Second.
Aye.
All agree? Anybody opposed? Athletics and Student Activities Committee. Is that me again? Okay. I'll just run this meeting for now. Here we go. All right, AS 3925 and AS 4025.
Motion. Second.
All agree?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right. Mike, can you take something? Can you do this budget finance?
BF 4325, that the general funds bills in the amount of $2,992,998.24 for February 2025 be approved as submitted, except for check number 96,783.
Motion.
Second.
All agree?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Do we have to do roll call? No, Chris, okay.
Motion to table the approval of check number 96783.
Motion.
Second.
All agree?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
BF 4425 to BF 4725.
Motion.
Second.
All agree? Anybody opposed?
I have the same.
Oh, what do you,
Roll call.
we need roll call for
BF
4420.
5025.
Okay, roll call?
We're not voting.
Oh, sorry. The motion.
Motion second.
Move to table BF 4825.
Motion.
We didn't have, is them all in favor?
All in favor?
Aye.
We disagree?
BF 4925.
We need to table 48.
Move to table BF 4825.
Motion.
Second.
All agree?
49.
29 votes. So, okay, so do 49 by itself, so we can do 50 then?
Yeah.
Or roll call, okay.
So motion for BF 49.
Okay. First.
Via 4925, the following tax collectors be exonerated for uncollected 2024 school taxes. City of Johnstown, Sherry Buchanan, Geis Tomporo, Natalie Urban, Lower Yoder Township, Amy Poliano, Stony Creek Township, Sabrina Neto, West Taylor Township.
Motion.
Second.
All agree?
Aye.
Anybody opposed?
Via 5025 and via 5125.
No, 50.
50 by itself.
Mercedes, 50 by itself.
Mr. Jordan needs a. Give me the first one.
So we need a motion for 5025.
Second.
Roll call, Mr. Allen,
Yes.
Mr. Belsky,
Yes.
Mr. Jordan,
Abstain, family.
Mr. Rumsberg.
Yes.
Ms. Foggy.
Yes.
Our motion fails to pass because we don't have enough votes.
Via 4925 to via 5125.
Just 51.
Or yeah, via 50 and 5125.
Motion. Second.
All agree?
Aye.
Anybody opposed? Motion to adjourn.
Motion.
Second.
Woo! I just hit this thing. Watch out, everybody.
You did good, miss.
Nice job. Okay. We welcome you.
We
Yeah, they will. There's a couple that we have.
Turning off the computers while it's like in the position.
Yeah.
Yes.